I was actually really surprised to find you guys actually distribute on iTunes and other kind of international podcasting platforms. And I say that because, I think that the state of podcasting in the mainland versus, Western markets, it's actually quite different where, Connie Chan, I think she kind of muddied the waters a little bit. No complaint against her necessarily. I think it was a useful heuristic for people outside of China. But, she kind of categorized a lot of the paid content, a lot of was it the Luo Ji Si Wei, that kind of stuff that you see on like Himalaya or Leisure or some of these other platforms. She kind of grouped that into podcasting, and it's not really podcasting in the traditional sense of the word, where it's someone's recording audio and then they're uploading that audio to a server and then using RSS to distribute throughout the internet. And so in China, kind of the audio content model is in general quite different from that in the West. And so like I said, it was really interesting to see that, number one, you're doing what I consider to be a quote unquote real podcast. Number two, that you're actually distributing it through kind of more typically associated with Western platforms and Western users.
Yeah. Well, actually there's it's both by accident and by choice. So when I started in 2013, podcasting, what gets to the top 3 players right now in China, the audio platforms, we say, Himalaya, Leisure, and this stuff, they are also getting started during that time anyway. So their infrastructure, their support is kind of not what we wanted. And, to be honest, I don't want to be dependent on a third-party platforms. Probably other than Apple, because Apple is controlling the majority of the podcast, discovery and distribution anyway, right? So we keep doing that afterwards because actually due to practical concerns is that it's kind of difficult for a small team. Basically, we have like 2 people doing the shows. We don't have like a team working for me. It's difficult to actually manage publishing to those platforms. This is kind of very different from what we call a multi-channel network concept right now. That you have like, say, a short video or something that you're going to publish on YouTube, Youku, or Bilibili, the different kind of, video platforms. It's kind of different story there, right? Because we don't have the, manpower to manage those. So I just want to keep it simple. And that platform out of the question, and I want to direct relationship with my audience. So we stick to the traditional the RSS feed approach that is distributed and discovered in the Apple's iTunes catalog.